Right, governors. Afternoon, Nigel. I've got your record, by the way. I better get that sending over. Greetings from the Mojave. Hey, it's nice that there's some people here. Once again, I did not do much promotion for this. I did not do much planning for this, so I got a couple of ideas of what to talk about. But if anyone's got any questions, please do fire away. Does anyone know what that tune was that I was playing just now? Let's see if we can get a nice Belgian head on this. Oh, right. Oh, near all the electrical items. That's nearly perfect. Good morning from California. Yo, yo, yo. How's everyone doing? I'm having a Belgian. Been a little under the weather this week. It's been a big few weeks building up to last weekend. And then I think I got hit by some lurgy that's been going around. So this week's been pretty slow. Yeah. So, yeah, cheers everyone. This is my first beer for a while. Ooh, and it's delicious. It's a Leffy. Not having a Bloody Mary today. But yeah. Gin and tonic hour for Johnny. Yes, my friend. Yeah, so what have I been doing? Yeah, put the big gig on last week, which I was telling you about last time. And it went really well. Lots of people came in. And yeah, I was kind of blown away with how many people were there. Even from the start, it was a sunny day. I was kind of expecting it to be tough with the sun out, but people came in for the bands. Ray Waters from the Zipheads kicked everything off. He's a very funny guy. He's almost like he's doing a little stand-up routine there. We borrowed him later on for our set. Our old pal Ray, another gretsch head, and got him to play some acoustic guitar on a couple of the tracks. Yeah, great day all around. Lots of people helping out. Lots of merch. In fact, one of the items, I'm going to do a little giveaway. One of the items I'm going to give away is one of the posters. This is a small version. I've got small versions and I got big versions. So I'm going to have to keep one of these. I think I gave one of them away before. There's a small one there. I've got one in A1. It's huge. It's massive. It's like... So I'm going to give that away. So keep your ears peeled for the special question, which I'll be doing in a bit. Diego Ramos, some tips to start playing Rockabilly. Yeah, why not? That's a good question. If I'd never played anything slightly Rockabilly before, where would I start? I would start with, you need to know some chords, and you can get away with 3 chords for Rockabilly. A lot of these songs will be in the key of E, because it's a very guitar friendly chord. So if I was saying to somebody, yeah, right, let's learn some Rockabilly, you never learned anything before, I'd say, learn the E major chord, and then the A major chord, and then a B7 chord. Then you can play like most Rockabilly songs in the world. and then I guess you'd learn some kind of rhythms. It's all about the rhythm, isn't it? So I'd learn some kind of some right hand rhythms. Maybe you can learn some shuffle techniques. Very similar to if you were learning blues, but I guess it's kind of quicker. So yeah, I would start around those areas, and then I'd say the minor pentatonic, which I'd say for any kind of guitar learning. That one scale and those 3 chords, you can do a lot, and then you can start looking at little techniques and stuff that sounds good. But the big tip to start playing rockabilly is to watch the Deathray Chat channel. Hey, that's what I'd do. But yeah, good question. Lord of the Nerds, I love that name. That's great. It is the Reverend Horton Heat, yes. So when I was playing my gig on Sunday, I had some rehearsals, and I was like, what guitar shall I play? Maybe I'll switch between guitars, because it's a big party. It's a big anniversary of the 10-year release of one of our records, so I can have extra guitars if I want. Did one tune with my Dan Electro baritone. We were backed up with a 4-piece brass section as well, which was nice. Really special, that. Hopefully I'll have some video of it soon. And yeah, basically I had to choose between playing this and the White Falcon, and I just came back to this because I've been playing this since 2008. Yeah. Oh, I keep knocking that. 2008. So it's kind of like, it's been sort of, I don't know, around Europe with me. I played it on hundreds of gigs. It just feels right. I just felt like I'm going to play this one. White Falcon's big and beautiful and fancy, but yeah, it's a first gig with a new drummer as well. I wanted to feel confident and comfortable, so I went with my old pal here, and even restrung it. So if you know me, you'll know I'm tight, and I don't like restringing guitars unless I have to. But I decided, special occasion, let's treat ourselves. So I put on some Ernie Ball, some Slinky something. It's the purple ones, the 11s, and they work really nice with this, I think. And after saying, oh, I don't care about changing strings, after all that, it actually, yeah, I really enjoyed having the fresh strings on there. And yeah, you got to play them in a bit before you go on stage, but yeah, it was worth it. Bob Smith says, not had a chance to be on since he won the t-shirt. Did the t-shirt turn up, Bob? I can't remember where I sent that to. Cool dice switch on the Gretsch. Thank you, Echo Cat. I put it on the pickup selector. I've had a few people ask me, where'd you get those dice switches from? And you literally just get a die from a board game and drill a hole in it, and then put it on your switch. It's like I think you can buy them, but you don't need to. You just literally get a plastic die and you drill into it. That's what Brian Setzer did. So yeah, don't go paying silly money for a dice switch. Which leads me on to the next question. Have you ever played one of the Setzer 6120s? I have, yeah. They have conical neck radiuses. I'm not sure But yeah, I have tried some, and I just prefer this one. The neck on this is just—it's like almost like a V shape, and I love it. And as soon as I picked it up, I was like, "Yeah, this is nice." Jim Heath played a White Falcon until Gretsch contacted him. Yeah, I've seen him play other guitars as well, but yeah, he's mostly a Gretsch guy. But I know that on some of the recordings he does use other stuff. But yeah, Sunday was cool. We had Ray. I spent half the time. No, actually, we figured it out. We had a bit of a backdrop on. We put some movies on in the background. Some like kind of 70s, 60s kind of horror stuff. Yeah, so that was cool. And then we had the Suitcase Rags, who are like a local band. Some old friends. There's like not a wash tub bass, but a T-chest bass, or has he got a wash tub bass? It's something. It's some kind of piece of old junk that he's turned into a double bass. But he plays it amazingly well. He hits all the notes. And then they had a guitarist, and they had Ben Powling on saxophone. That was a great start after Ray. Who do we have after that? We had the Mandelbrot Shakes. That was a two-piece. They're a two-piece from the Midlands. Husband and wife band. Again, I'm biased. I think everyone who played was amazing. Yeah, I didn't drink till I went on. I didn't want to sort of start too early. Excuse me. It was a long day. So like music started at 3 and we weren't playing till 10. So yeah, I didn't have the booze till later. When you remove pick guard from your Gretsch, you cover those holes that are left. No. I've just got the little holes that you won't be able to see that, I don't think. There's tiny little holes, but yeah, it's not going to do anything. You can always put it back on as well. How do you feel about Mosrites? They're cool. Yeah, I've played a few, but I don't know if I've played like a really good one. I think it was a copy or something that I played, but yeah, I wouldn't mind one of them. I've seen. Was it them that did the kind of Batmobile themed one? Let's see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look. Moss, right. Batwing. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of something here. Let's get the old browser up. Is this going to work? Yeah, look at that. Let's pop that over there. Hallmark. Here we go. Hallmark did it. Let's see if this comes up. Holy Mosrite, Batman. Yeah. Hey up. Hang on. Internet's being silly. There it is. That would be cool. It's really thinking about it. The wing bat. Let me see if I can find a better photo of that. Uh-oh. Computer doesn't like this. Yeah, it does not like that. There you go. Let's look at that. Oh, does it light up as well? I think it does. That's more like it. There's some cool pictures. Hallmark, is that the same people that do Mosrite? I don't know. And look, it lights up at the bottom. There's Batman playing it. And here's some cool dude. Bob Shade of Hallmark. Redesign. Hallmark wing bat. He redesigned the legendary Hallmark swept wing body design from 66 to create a brand new guitar model that will amaze. Is that a Monsters car as well? And look at this one. Okay, I think I'm having some trouble with my stream, and it might be because I'm looking at Mosrite guitars, so I might just like chill that out for a minute. Let's turn that browser off. Mr. Twister, thanks for your lessons. You're welcome. I'm glad they're of use. I get a lot of nice messages from people saying they enjoy their lessons, so I'm glad it works. Okay, Dan Davis. Barry's Customs, they made the original Batmobile and it lights up. He worked for Semi Mosley. Mosley. I don't know much about Russian Soviet guitars. No, Maria 6 string. Let me have a look. Maria. I'm going to try the internet again. If it's... For some reason, I need to sort my settings out. I don't think it likes me doing more than one thing. Maria 6. No, I don't have much experience with Russian guitars, or I've seen a few actually on Reverb and stuff. Let me see if we can do this. Oh, that looks cool. Let me do this. Come on, Reverb. That looks amazing. Yeah, there's loads of guitar makes that I've not heard of doing interesting stuff, especially from sort of that side of the world, which we won't have said. It's got some sort of EQ on it as well. Very interesting. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Barry's made. His Mosrite style hallmarks are the new modern standard for Mosrite freaks. Okay. So that's what I need to get then if I want a modern Mosrite. I go for a hallmark. I know there's been a bunch of different companies do the similar shape. Uncle Dan's just stopping in. Thanks, Uncle Dan. Otto Maddox, thanks for the tutorials, especially the Cramp stuff. Really dig that. Nice one. It's about time I did some more Cramps tunes. So I need to go and visit my playlist and figure out what Cramps tunes I haven't done, and do some more, because they always do really well and they're really fun. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to look at. So this here, the other week, I did a little poll on YouTube. I asked the question, do you want to know about theory when you're learning guitar? Because I was just interested. I just thought I'd show you this. There's like 204 votes, and it's actually weighted more towards teach me about theory, which is very interesting. I did the same poll on Instagram, and I think it was pretty much even, or it might have been weighted towards the other way. It just goes to show, like, it's different for everyone, you know. There's no right answer to that. And I knew when I was asking it, you know, it was going to be a mix. Excuse me. Like, because I enjoy theory, I like to talk about why things are the way they are as much as I can. But some people aren't bothered, or they think they're not bothered. because it's really hard to talk about any kind of techniques without knowing anything, without using theory at all. Even like, you know, where you put your fingers, that's kind of to do with intervals or like what keys things are in, and it's just a way of labeling stuff. So actually we all use theory to varying degrees, and yeah, but I guess when you googling or searching a video of how to play a thing, you might just want to get straight to it and might just want to be like, right, and goes there, bish bash bosh. So I understand that, but I think in the long run, I think it's important to try and understand why things are. But if you look closely, I like to use monkeys in my illustrations. So 29% shut up and show me where to put the fingers. You just got some rowdy monkeys there, just like having a party. And then up here for yes, teach me about theory. You got some fancy monkeys because I know about theory, and they've got their fancy clothes on. So yeah, I don't know if anyone noticed that. Let's have a look. 60s is a glued in neck, 65 is a bolt on. Do we have a preference between bolt-ons and glued-ons? I think glued-ons are meant to be more solid with the body, so maybe therefore better. I don't even really know, to be honest. Bolt-on necks are used with strats and tellies all the time, and they can sound great. Yeah. Another thing I don't know much about. So I keep jumping between subjects here. I think I'm still a little bit not 100% from the weekend. Surfing dead. Easy win. I'll have to revisit that. Oh, I learned that if I find stuff and play part of a tune on my live stream, then it kind of penalizes me. Now, I'm not sure what to do about that, because if somebody like requests something, it's kind of cool if I can just get it up there and do a lesson there and then. But it means that I won't be able to monetize the live stream. But then the live streams don't get seen that much anyway. So I think I've been averaging about 500-600 views, which is great. I'm not complaining. But what I'm saying is, maybe if I don't monetize them anyway and have the cool impromptu lessons, maybe that'd just be fine. Just thinking out loud here. Maria's plastic body guitar. That's cool. Exercises and songs that demo theory is a sweet spot. Yeah, because so basically when I'm teaching, what I like to do is sort of keep people engaged, and the way I teach theory is like, say they're learning a song, then I will show them a bit of theory using that song in a fun way, or like I don't know. Like I was thinking, for example, that's quite a rockabilly kind of sound. Or like that's cool, isn't it? That sounds quite rocking. But what I would maybe talk about there is like, okay, you've got 3 notes, and they are 3 notes of the major scale, the 1, the 3, and the 5. And I would talk about how the chord is built out of ones, threes and fives, but then you have to go back and talk about the major scale. So I'm going to do this. I've started, so I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you know your major scale, so like in E, that's the major scale. Why is it the major scale? I don't know. It just is for now. But starting on E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Or it's actually 1 because you go back to the E again. So we're just numbering all those notes in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And what you can do when you're building a chord is you take the 1, the 3 and the 5. So let's find the 1, easy. The 3, there's a 3. And the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 3, 5. There you go. That's the same notes as 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. And then you might be like, well, so what? Okay, you've numbered those notes. But then you could, for example, with that knowledge, you can move those notes to each chord that you're going to play. So, whoa, Scully back and $10. Thank you very, very much. Very kind. So what you could do is move that around with every chord. So I'm playing the 1, 3, 5 and E there. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. And then say, as I was saying before, we're doing like Rockabilly, so another chord we might use is A. So you would find the 1, 3, 5 in A. And then let's say we're going to the B7. So starting on the B, we'll do the 1, 3, 5 there as well. And then you can start playing around with it. You know, like, that's just a little example of what I would say. And then once you start thinking about stuff like that, it just opens things up a little bit. So yeah, I like the theory. Forgot how we got onto that. What are you guys saying? Oh, hello. Here comes Ivy. Don't stand on the keyboard, please. You gonna go sit in the window, or are you gonna come and hang out with us? Hey. So Dan Davis says, I like learning the theory, but I never remember it later. Well, problem is, yeah, remembering stuff's difficult. What I find with the theory is, like, the more you look at it, yeah, you're going to forget stuff, but you revisit it and then you'll realise, oh, that was mentioned before, or I know that from somewhere else, and it's all related. Thing is, it's a bit like looking at like trying to climb a mountain, because like you want to understand as much as possible. I'm still learning all the time. Like my theory knowledge is actually pretty basic compared to like some jazzers who would, or somebody that's gone to like music university. I've just got just enough, well, more than enough for me to get by and enough to teach what I need to teach, but I'm always learning. But yeah, it's like trying to climb up a mountain. Sort of, it's easier if you take it a little bit at a time. So like, yeah, just little chunks like that. If you so like, step 1, learn the major scale. Like, just learn that. That's step 1. And then once you start numbering those, that's a good point. And then, I don't know, you'll see people numbering chords like a 7. It's actually a flat 7 there, but that's complicated for no reason. Yeah, and there's always like little anomalies that'll throw you off as well. But the good thing is, like with YouTube, if you just look it up, there's normally somebody who can explain things. But yeah, so I can see why people would want to say, no, theory, I can't be bothered with that. I just want to know how to I want to know how to do some cool stuff. But yeah, I think just have a little bite, little chunks and bites of it is cool. Let me see what you guys are saying. Where was I? Better than doing Cramps tutorial videos. A video about how to crampify songs like they did. Yeah. A lot of the songs that they covered, they don't change that much. Or like the ones that they take from, like the Link Ray stuff or the Dwayne Eddy, maybe they turn the fuzz up or make it a little bit more rowdy, but it's not that far away from that sort of thing. But yeah, I think we talked about how to make stuff rockabilly before, you know, there's the Rockabilly Ramones and basically just applying a bit of shuffle and turning your gain down. Been trying to apply diminished scale to a rockabilly feel. That's quite a Reverend Hutton Heat sort of trick. Yeah, the guy from The Living End does that quite a bit as well. And Django Reinhardt used to like the diminished. But yeah, it is difficult to get that into your playing naturally, and it's something I'm not super strong with. If I do it, I think I have to write it into a solo. I'm not like, what do you call it, fluent with it. So that's an interesting concept. Like when you learn a scale or like a new trick, just because you can play it like on its own, can you actually fit it into your playing? Are you fluent with it? And I think that just comes with practicing. Again, thank you, Skullbacken. That's very generous. I'm gonna click on the love heart. Saw a cool thing from Greg Cock the other day. He showed the Hey Godzilla riff. Hey Godzilla. To associate it with a song or riff. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Lord of the Nerds. Associate it with a song or riff or something fun. Well, yeah, you've got to be practicing it for it to go in, really. Marty Physics. How long does hybrid picking take to learn? It takes a long time, but you can start today. We can talk about that. Lord of the Nerds learned hybrid Travis picking from Jim Heath's video, then started practicing it as finger picking because it's quite I didn't quite get that. Oh, okay, I get you. So yeah, it's a long process. Oh my gosh, Matthew Barr, thank you very much. You guys, that's super kind, thank you. Not expecting any super likes or whatever, but big cheers. I'll be able to buy a bag of cans with this. The hybrid pricking. Excuse me. Yeah, you can start it, and there's ways to break it down. So, yeah, Lord of the Nerds learnt it from Jim Heath's videos, and the same here. I found an old video of Jim Heath, and he just broke it down with playing the bass notes first. So you need to get really comfortable with your thumb doing that stuff. And by the way, yeah, you can just do it with a thumb or a thumb pick. So once you've got that pattern there, the alternate thumb picking, once you've learnt that, you can do any Johnny Cash song ever written. You need to figure out the order of the strings that are being picked. So depending if you're starting on an E chord, you're going to be starting on the low E string, then you're going to go to the D, then you're going to go to the A, and then back to the D. And your left hand is grabbing the E chord there. So that pattern, so you could say 6, 4, 5, 4 if you're talking in string numbers. 6, 4, 5, 4, E, D, A, D. But then when you move to the A, you would have to start on the A. So then you would be starting in the middle on the A, go up to the D, down to the E, and then back to the D. So it's slightly different pattern depending on where you start. But generally you're going to be on the first 3 strings, the lower 3 strings there. And once you've got, if you're starting on the low E or the A, then your right hand should be okay. So I would start just with mastering that without worrying about anything else. So you're using your pick there. And then eventually you're going to add in. So I'd stick to one chord when I'm starting to add stuff in. In fact, Jim Heath, he broke it down even more. He just added in one note. So you go in doing your bass notes. Then the first time you go to a D, you're going to pinch. He calls it pinch. So you're going to pick with your ring finger as you're picking with your pick. So your ring finger's picking the B string and your pick is picking the D string. I'm a little out of tune here. Oh, I'm all over the place. Oh lordy. So I added in another one there. So on that cycle, the first time I hit the D string, I'm picking the B string with my ring finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's on the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So there we've just added one note to the cycle. And then the next bit is slightly more difficult because instead of picking something at the same time, you're fitting it in between 2 other bass notes. So there you go in A, then you're picking with your ring finger G, and then you're picking a D. So it's almost like a little banjo roll. And that fits in directly between 2 bass notes. And then you add that into your cycle, so you got 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you have to practice that real slow for ages, and you'll probably go a little bit mad with it, and you'll think you're not getting anywhere, but then you'll pick up your guitar the next day and you'll be a little bit better than yesterday, and you spend a few, I don't know, spend an hour on it if you can, put the TV on, get a cup of tea, and then eventually it starts to become a bit easier. But the important thing is getting all those timings right. So you could set a metronome: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice for ages there. But the thing is, once you've done that, once you've got that pattern down, your right hand pattern, like I only really know one. I only really know one or two finger picking patterns, a handful. But once you've mastered one or two, it just opens everything up, and then you can move up and down. Well, yeah, you change your left hand. Slow on that one. I like to play that. It's a Buddy Holly tune. I like to do that with my thumb rather than the pick. Huh. Whoa. Needs work cleaning up, but something I'm always working on. John Purdy, want to say thank you. You're welcome. Your help is taking my playing to new fun places. Thank you, Matthew. And Lord of the Nerd says, I honestly didn't enjoy guitar till I learned Travis picking, pattern exercises that can be moved around like that make guitar like a game for me. Yeah, that's what a lot of it is finding little patterns and moving them around. And again, I go back to theory, just like knowing that you can play the same chord in a bunch of different ways. Like that. That's all the... I mentioned 1, 3, 5 before. I'm just playing the 1 and the 3 and the 5 of the E major there. And if you get to learn the patterns, yeah, it becomes like a game. That's when practice becomes fun. It's like a little video game or something. I know I'm not in tune. I haven't set up my tuner properly. Warheart Art. No, it's a Reverend Horton Heat, but yeah, it's a similar kind of thing. Who's the banjo player? Oh, Warheart, yeah. Yeah. I used to have a banjo, but then I sold it. Echo Cat, that was inspiring. Cool, that's great. I'm just going to tune up. Yeah, you guys, like I say, I get a lot of really nice comments from people saying the lessons have helped them. And yeah, that means the world to me, to be honest. Because yeah, I'm trying to make I make a living off doing this just about. But the fact that it makes people happy, then that's all I could ask for, really. Beats any other kind of job. So I'm very lucky. Let's put that back in there. Travis Picking will have you end up playing hippie shit like Dust in the Wind. Why don't I know Dust in the Wind? Should I know that one? Is it good that I don't? Hey man, I like some hippie stuff anyway. Kansas. Any band that's named after a city or a state in the USA, you know it's going to be good. If you like hippie stuff, that's the easiest way to do this. I can see my my tie-dye. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I was going to do a giveaway, wasn't I? I made that from the show the other night. I like doing tie-dye. It's better though when you get a black shirt and you bleach it. It's kind of like a goth tie-dye. Now, okay, giveaway time. Giveaway. Give it away now. So, it's nearly the end of the stream, but I'll do it anyway. Now, I'm growing something in my garden that I'm quite excited about. Can anyone guess what it is? Growing something in the garden. It's not hippie stuff, don't you worry. It's fully legal. If anyone can guess what I'm excited about growing in my garden, you will win a big poster. And then Ivy's come to join us. She's gonna... Where are you going, my love? Are you coming down? Come on, this way. Come on. I've mentioned before, but Ivy's blind, so I need to help her sometimes. Are you going there, are you? Well, that's cute. Why not? That's nice. It's not tomatoes, it's not bramble, bell peppers, strawberry. Nigel, you got it, mate. Rhubarb, straight away. I knew it would be, I had a feeling it might be an Englishman who got it. Yeah, Nigel, you got it. So, not only have you won a Deathray Chat record, the repress, you've also won a huge poster. And yes, I am an onion guy. Catnip would be a great idea. But I want to get into growing more food because we do have quite a big garden. But that was too easy, maybe. What I'll do next time is think of a better question. And I don't know what I'm going to give away. I might have a new shirt out. I'll figure it out. But yeah, like I say, I'm firing on fewer cylinders than usual. Catnip takes over, does it? Don't want no invasive species. We've got some bad weeds in the garden I need to get rid of. Lord of the Nerds, do you have a regular stream schedule? I try to go live every Sunday at 5, but I'm thinking I might start doing it a bit later. It might be better for our friends around the world. Also, it's getting lighter here now, so I can spend more time outside with my rhubarb. But yeah, I'm going to aim for 5 o'clock on Sundays every week. Obviously, last week I couldn't do because I had my big gig. The week after this, I'm going to be playing a gig on Sunday. So next week there'll be no stream. Unless I do it later on, I might. Or maybe I could stream the gig. I don't know. I was supposed to do some streaming last week, but I was just my brain was melting with all the other stuff I had to do. But yeah, here she is. This is Ivy. Is she lovely? You come to say hi. Matt won the auto-tune pick last time. Did you manage to get it to work? Because I wasn't sure. The wife will love it, yeah. No more of Brian's guitar. I had to give it back to Brian. I do have another one of his guitars, but it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. It's an Epiphone. I can't remember what it's called. It's one of those solid bodies, double cutaway, but it's a monster. They've ripped out all the electronics and there's only one pickup in it. Sounds pretty cool, like. Lord of the Nerds, it would be 5 UK time, so I think depending on where you are in the US, it would be midday if you're on the East Coast, 9 if you're over there. So over there, if you're on the West, I can't remember, but yeah, 5 UK time. But like I say, not next week. But yeah, stream the gig. Content is content. Yeah, unless I play a stinker and forget all the words and mess up all the bits. I might do. We'll see. We'll see how brave I'm feeling. Can always delete it. Yeah, it is now getting up to 6 p.m. UK time. I started at 5. So depending on where you are, I think for the US, a lot of people say good morning to me when I come on here. And you're very lucky because you got Ivy as well. 9:45 a.m. So, yeah. California is West Coast, right? So, yeah. PST would be 9. And then you got Central Time. I keep thinking you've got like EST and PST, but you got Central Time. And have you got Mountain Time as well? Yeah, you got a big country, you guys. Fair enough. I find it hard enough with just one time. Don't know where I am. Don't know what day it is. But was I going to talk about anything else? I don't think so. I think we're generally wrapping up. Nothing wrong with the 11 a.m. Sunday cocktail. That's true. It's Sunday. It's a day of rest. But yeah, I'm going to quit while we're ahead, guys. And I want to thank you for hanging out. And thank you for the super chats, if that's what they're called. The tips, whatever. Much appreciated. And I'll see you all next time. Maybe next week, but definitely the week after. Okay, so how do I stop this thing? There we go. Stop streaming. Oh, I know. Right, see you later, guys.